On your marks.
So we're away here, event 25, men's D. In case the clock doesn't work tonight, don't worry, Peter Fortune's down here. He hasn't missed it tonight. He's been all over it. Expert backup timekeeping. So we've got Bevan Doze from Frankston, Liam Hanrahan, Chilwell, Charles Chandler, Eureka, Alexander Murray, Alec Fransky. But our leader out in front is that man, Alex Fransky from Albury. He's gone very aggressively early. Geno Assi from Knox. Michael Martello, Diamond Valley. Benjamin Stevens, Eureka. Jordan Mayston, Eureka. Alan Vernal, Nunawading. Isaac Mex of Box Hill. Peter Dutton, Frankston. Ty Davis, Essendon. Braden Westerweller, Mansfield. Nicholas Chambers, Glen Huntley. Tommy Cluckow, Old Scotch. Joshua Johnston, Eureka. Murray Lovas, Box Hill. Lachlan Marasco, Doncaster. Sam Lindsay, Glen Huntley. Jacob Cheeseman, Wendouree. Finn Kane, Williamstown. Darcy Williams, Wendouree. Jonathan Neathling, Essendon. Nathan Timmins, Box Hill. This is the men's 3,000 metre D. And your leader is Alec Fransky out in front, setting a really tough tempo for the rest to chase. So Fransky it is that leads. Finn Kane of Williamstown, looking good next. Tommy Cluckow, Old Scotch in that lead group. Darcy Williams of Wendouree moving up well. Ty Davis of Essendon. Benjamin Stevens of Eureka, sitting 6th on the track at the moment. And also up in that front group, Sam Lindsay of Glen Huntley. So several little juniors here. We've got a pacemaker here now helping us out. So Alec Fransky got a bit excited early, the junior. Now we've got a pacemaker who's going to help us through the first kilometre or so. So Finn Kane it is that tucks in second now. So we've got the 13 and 14-year-olds. We've mentioned the age tonight, but at these Vic Milers Club, it's fantastic to see these youngsters get involved. And those two look terrific there. As they sit in second and third behind our leader. It'll be just over the 3-minute mark. Moving out nicely there, Ty Davis. It'll be 3:01 through the first kilometre. So we saw how well the E-race kicked down. Can we do it again here in the D? So 3:01 through the first kilometre. Fransky and also Kane. They're your next two. Very much the long and short of it out the front. Essendon's Ty Davis now moves up behind the pace. So Davis moves up with Kane and Fransky. Geno Assi, I think that is now moving into 4th. Trying to kick up this second kilometre, trying to make sure they do get in that 8-minute range. We want a sub 9-minute run here. Pace must be slowing a little bit back behind them. They've gone about 4 and 5 wide in the middle of the pack. So behind that lead group now, you've also got Geno Assi. You've got Bo Kaya. Benjamin Stevens moving well. Jordan Mayston of Eureka. And Sam Lindsay still, they're the chasing group behind those two juniors. And also, we mentioned our other Essendon athlete now that's sitting beautifully behind the pace. And that's Ty Davis. So our pacemaker steps off, which means Davis now takes over control in the front. So Davis sits out in front. We've got 17, 16, 13, 14. They're your three leaders in age. Are they showing a little bit of an experience as some of the older athletes now make their way in the chasing pack? One of those with a really obvious and distinctive move right now is Benjamin Stevens with a really strong move. Frankston's Bevan Doe's also in that group. It's the Eureka athlete in Benjamin Stevens with the definitive move here in the second kilometre. He's going to try and make sure they go through in sub 6 at 2K. Davis staying with him. The juniors still there. Kane's still there. Fransky looking good also. And they'll go through at 5:58. So a 2:50, about a 2:57 kilometre. Stevens came from a little bit further back, so he's probably gone about 2:55 for that second kilometre. And he's made an obvious change of tempo to the race in front. The lead group of 12 have split from the rest of the group. And it's the Frankston athlete and Bevan Doe's next. So Bevan Doe's looks good, but it's our Eureka leader, Stevens. The next Eureka athlete looking also good now, Joshua Johnston gets involved. At the back of that lead group, that's Sam Lindsay of Glen Huntley. Passing B now, another Eureka athlete, Charles Chandler. Nicholas Chambers moving past me. And at the back, about 100 metres just off the tempo, Tommy Clockow of Old Scotch, the cap runner. As we now move to a pack of 3 at the front. So 600 metres remain. Stevens did a lot of the work from Eureka. He's been joined by Doe's. And it looks to be there, that in the black singlet just joined them there. I'll try to pick up a number as we come through. Number 15 it is. One of the Pulse athletes there. Bow moves through there into third. Joshua Johnston in fourth. They get the bell. Big last lap here is going to see that sub 9 minute run we're talking about. The juniors have not dropped off it at all. Finn Kane still sits there in 7th on the course. Fransky also thereabouts. Fransky, in fact, has moved up into 3rd, 4th position now. Now there's a move from Assey. So Doe's is out in front. So it's Bow and Doe's. Now Assey comes from 5th into 3rd. Hunting them down, finish out wide down the home straight. Sub 9 minutes won't be a problem. So it's Bevan Doe's out in front. Bevan Doe's from Frankston's going to finish strong. Great running indeed. Next through will be Bow. Assey will through next. Fransky, the early leader, comes back strong. Benjamin Stevens, Joshua Johnston, Liam Hanrahan, Finn Kane in there also. Ty Davis had a turn at the front. He gets himself just over 9 minutes. Michael Martello from Diamond Valley. Dashing home now will be a whole group including Jordan Mayston, Alexander Murray, Isaac Mex, Jacob Cheeseman, Clockow, Chandler, and that is the field all through inside 9:40 men's D 3,000 metres.